so funny? Like,
Stand up? No. Skate park, yes.
There's a comedy club that's also a skate park, and everyone just gets so confused every time someone asks to do a drop-in.
Excuse me, can I drop in?
Oh, I told Kenny he could drop in. Oh, you meant like, on the show. Shoot.
Our lineups are crossed. This is the
The whole time during the show.
This is the lineup for skating.
Yeah.
And this is the lineup for the stand-up comedy
Yeah.
club. It's gonna be very loud.
Yeah, but like any other show that isn't at a quiet, dude. I keep finding myself in these situations where I'm at shows that are just not ideal comedy venues, as you do when you're not a real comedian yet. But well, I am real, but I'm not. I'm not.
Why would you say that?
I'm saying in the sense that, like, hey, sometimes you got to do a bar gig, you know?
Yeah, when you haven't hit it big yet, but you're not like when I'm not a real comedian. RJ, you've been doing this for almost a decade.
Hey, look, sometimes imposter syndrome hits you in the middle of a podcast, but I'm at this show and it's so loud and so crazy you can't even hear yourself think. And I have like a moment of pause, like in between, like saying a joke that like half the people could hear and half the people like, what did he say? And like I look up at the TV right next to my face, which mind you is next to a giant blow up doll of a woman. Like this is disgusting. There's a TV and it's just the women's curling. It's on the Olympics.
Oh, so this was recent.
Yeah, this was Friday.
Nice.
this was very recently.
Where was this at? Oh, I know exactly where this was at. 'Cause I actually got hit up to do that show.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was only like a few hours before work, so I wasn't like getting out of.
I don't know how good this is for your pod, but I think you'd enjoy. So I get there, and right away the guy who runs the show is like, hey, I want you to meet some of the comedians. Like, hey, what's up? And one of the guys is talking to me. He's like, yeah, it seems like a cool spot. I'm like, yeah, have you done the show before? He's like, no, it's my first time doing the show. And I was like, yeah, it's kind of crazy, like kind of loud, but like you kind of just like talk over people and like really, try to get through your time and whatever. It could be fun. It's just rowdy. And then later I'm talking to the producer and he's like, yeah, this is his first time ever doing stand up. I'm like, no. He said it's his first time here ever. He's like, no, it's his first time ever doing stand up. And I look at the guy and he's like, and I had never had this happen in my life where I felt so uncomfortable and thrown off that I just started laughing hysterically. Like I was like, oh my God, I was losing my mind.
That's how'd it go?
I left.
Yes. Oh, that's beautiful. Why would that not be good for the podcast?
I don't know.
Say anything.
I don't know because I didn't say anything about the guy's name or I didn't.
Yeah, you didn't say anything like negative.
But yeah, I left and apparently two things happened. Like two people that never done stand up went up and then somebody proposed. Can I show you the picture?
That could have been me.
It could have been you proposing.
No, that could have been me doing that show with you.
Yeah, in betwixt two comedians bombing for their first time ever on stage, a man asks another woman to join him in holy matrimony in betwixt two blow-up dolls on stage.
Holy shit. At a bachelor party?
No, it's just the only... I forgot about this detail. There's a giant arch over the DJ behind the stand-up comedian on stage, obviously, and there's the blow-up arch above it. It's his bachelor party. One last fling before the ring. And it was a Valentine's Day show.
Wait, there was no bachelor party.
There's no bachelor
That's just
party.
what they got for their Valentine's Day decoration.
That's just it.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, man.
You got to send me that because I got to put this picture. I have to put just that picture up on this with I won't put the like account or anything. But.
Hey, guy, already sent.
Hell yeah.
Done.
I'm gonna put that. That's so funny.
Yeah. So no, sometimes you don't feel like a real comedian, but
That's
I think that was what I was meaning when I first like fumbled into that.
That was that's a nightmare type show, but I don't get really fazed by those because as it's happening, now I'm like the expectation just lowers more and more and more like as we're going, and so I go like I don't know, like I just go like okay, so like either I'm doing a show where there's a ton of people and that makes it easy. Like if it's a ton of people and it's set up well for comedy, then that makes it like easy. So I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
again,
so
in a room for comedy, but
gonna-
not at like a Costco parking lot.
but as you start taking, like, let's say maybe it's a room that's for comedy, but it's less and less and less people. Like when I go to a comedy club, I won't name names, and there's like a Wednesday show and there's 11 people in the audience or 8 people in the audience on like a Wednesday or a Tuesday that you get booked on, right? To do like a showcase show, you're going and doing like 10 to like 8 to 15 minutes. Like when I walk in and every other comic is fucking like stressed out and just like, oh, and like so upset. And I'm like, dude, after this happened the first 20 fucking times in my first 6 months to a year of comedy, I was like, oh, that's what this is.
Yeah.
Like if you go to work every day and work is tough, you don't show up every day going like thinking it's not going to be tough.
Well, that's the reality of it. Sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's work. Sometimes it's more work than fun. Sometimes more fun than work. Work than fun. And you do the whole thing. But I don't mind like, oh, it's a low turnout tonight. Okay, are they quiet? Are they listening?
I don't even think it's not. I don't even think it's never not fun. Like it's always fun.
It's always
I don't
fun.
even
Watch
mean,
yourself. Watch yourself. It's always fun.
Yeah, 100. Yeah, 100%. It's always. It's always fun.
You're a fool of yourself. It's always fun. Okay, varying degrees of fun. At least give me that. Like it's not always 10 out of 10.
Well, yeah, duh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes it's way more work than it is fun. Like a 1 out of 10 fun. I'm like, that sucked. But sure, I laughed at myself once at this ridiculousness of a blow up doll next to me on stage.
Yeah, I guess you're doing all of this fresh off of this set where you're like, sometimes it's not fun.
Well, okay, so like again, and it's like once a month you do a thing where you're like, all right, this is more work than it is fun for varying reasons. But ultimately, I would take a quiet, oh no, are we going to do okay in front of 8 people? Over like, there's 50 people and they're not there for comedy and it's so loud you can't hear yourself think.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess in all of those situations, I usually do pretty well. I would say the times that are more like I do well a lot, obviously in good situations, like performing at comedy clubs and
I'd
stuff.
hope, yeah.
But I feel like those, there's like that definitely has like there's like a spectrum to those where you're like, fuck, I was hoping this would do better. This audience was a little bit fucking tight on this. Well, it's an early show. Well, it's a late show.
Well, it's St. Patrick's Day. Well,
yeah, there's like all of like those things where it is varying degrees of fun, but that's like that's real shit. That's like when you're watching game tape of, you know what I mean, when you play a sport, you know what I mean? Of
I don't.
Like, you know they do it.
I know they do it. I've never.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but like, what does it mean when you're watching it? You're like, oh, that's what it's like to play the game.
Well, no, you.
I don't know where the analogy is. That's what I'm saying.
No, you learn. You know, watching game tape means studying. They're studying the game.
The game that someone else played or you played yourself?
Both. Okay. Both. They're both like if you like play a game, you study the game that you just played.
Yeah, yeah.
You have an upcoming game, you study
the game again.
Your opponent.
Yeah, their game.
Yes. So both just like a
I'm on board. I love this analogy.
I don't even know what I was talking about now because you went down this fucking road
game tape.
Of game tape. But no, I'm just saying like, yeah, when you're doing like a comedy club, a venue that's made for comedy and doing good shows, yes, that varies. But to me, outside of that, when I'm like, oh, this is set up shitty, there's nobody facing the stage, there's TVs on, loud music, I'm already just, I don't know, I like release it. And then like at that point, like I just
what's your nightmare show? It doesn't even have to be real. Maybe it is real. What's
nightmare show is like a bad show at a club, like a show that you're at a comedy club and it's just like you can't get the crowd or the crowd just is not having it. Just a bad.
So a bomb is a nightmare show for you. Not like I'm talking about what if you just walk into any situation, you open a door and there's the show. You're seeing what is the worst venue, time of day,
okay,
people group.
I don't know. Like I did a fucking
any people group.
I did a 4th of July show for Johnny Flowers, or I don't even think it was 4th of July. I think it was like Memorial Day or something. But I did a day like that. It was a barbecue day show for Johnny Flowers at like 2 p.m. in the parking lot of a fucking like a How Hall, like an AA.
Yes.
I did a show there.
Okay.
Outside in the parking lot, while inside in the area that's actually would have been set up perfectly to do a show, they just did karaoke.
Of course, yeah.
Right?
I love that. Also on the totem pole of like artistic expression, stand-up comedy is below karaoke. Always below karaoke.
The comedy was outside while people were eating. And it's like, I don't know, like I went up like 4th or 5th, and I watched comics struggle. Some do better than others. A couple, like I think there was one other person that did okay, right? But everybody was like kind of struggling and stuff. But it's just like inexperience of being in these situations. And I went up, started talking a little bit of shit to the people like directly about how crazy this situation even was. And then got in to do some jokes and had like a fun set. Am I going to say that I crushed at the Memorial Day 2 p.m. show?
Absolutely. It was like Murderville.
In a parking lot underneath
Population. Kenny Weber.
Underneath a single row of easy ups.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to say that, but I'm going to be like, yeah, that set, I don't know. It was a fun set. It was fine. It wasn't like, because I do those shows with people, with friends sometimes. And the friend, and they're afterwards just like, oh, this was, like they're like freaking out about how the set went, and they didn't
But they didn't watch the game tape.
Fuck you.
They didn't watch it. If they watched the game tape, maybe they'd be a little more prepared and have some fucking fun for once in their lives.
That's true.
No, I don't know. I think, and maybe we're different. I have sometimes an inability.
Maybe we are different.
Maybe we're different in this specific way, but I have a harder time just, and I think a lot of people, there's varying degrees of people who are, I can just I can let go of this. It's just water off the back of a seal. I can just go into this place and be like, hey, what up? Meanwhile, I'm like, I got anxiety. I don't like looking at people in the eyes that much. Like, it hurts. Like, it's just a whole thing. And I'm getting overwhelmed because the sound is too loud. I can't even hear myself think. And then, like, I misspoke. I accidentally say Mormon instead of Mexican. And now everyone's looking at me cross-eyed. I'm like, fuck. Shut. That's where I get frustrated. But, again, if you can find fun in everything you fucking do, then who cares? It's a good time.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I feel about stand-up. Maybe not everything. That's like, I don't mean it in like a cliche way, because that's like kind of lame. Be like, oh, you could always like look at the bright side.
It seems like that's what you're doing. It seems like you're like, stand up, you can have fun wherever you fucking are. You could be in the parking lot or at a fucking skate shop. It doesn't matter.
But you can. I don't know. You can.
That's what I'm saying. So you are doing the cliche thing.
I mean, I guess maybe I am doing the cliche thing. No,
I don't want to do the cliche thing. Oh, you can have fun wherever you are.
No,
actually, no, I 100% am.
But that's not how I don't mean it in that way. Like, oh, you could.
You don't mean it in the funny voice way.
Yeah, I just mean
you can have fun wherever you are.
Yeah,
you mean it like a serious. You can have fun wherever you are.
Yeah, doing stand up is fun. I don't know.
Yeah.
I also feel like doing stand up is fun when you like know. Like, again, we've talked about it many times. I feel like the stand-up has like a pass or fail system. Like, you watch somebody, anything that you're saying, pass or fail, is like your own bullshit. It's either like you look at it and you go like, oh, that person's funny, or you look at it and you go like, they got some work to do. You know what I mean? Anything past that is your own bullshit. It's like a pass or fail. And now I forgot exactly what I was talking about again.
Okay. You got to get on some beta blockers or something, or some kind of like...
Or like not so many weed pens, maybe. I don't know. That might
What's the weed pen count these days? I don't even know.
Count? Oh, I just have a few on me because I like have some...
On me? You just make it sound like you got a collection at home.
Well, no, I have like these and then the two, this one and then the two that are sitting over there.
Yeah.
But why was I talking about?
Exactly.
You motherfucker. Do you not know either? Are you
No, you were talking about it's not a cliche thing to bring it up.
Yeah, I don't mean it as... I mean it as like you. Oh, it's a pass or fail system. And if you already are on like the pass side where you're like, okay, I generally have good sets. I know how
before the show even starts
to write a joke. I'm saying just in general in your mind. I think the hardest part of stand-up is when you're not good enough yet.
Oh, sure.
When you're not like good enough to do... When you're not good enough to do 15 minutes, I think it's really fucking hard to do stand-up.
Yeah.
Like it's hard, like to like when you don't have like 15 minutes of material that you can do, so that if you get asked to do 5-minute sets a couple times in the same place, you can switch it up. If you get like just switching up your jokes a little bit, or being able to do a 15-minute set where you can, keep steam for that long.
Yeah.
It's fucking like, that is like a rough time. So once you get to that point, you like show up somewhere, you're not like, I'm not using that, whatever that show was, I'm not using that as any type of metric on if I'm good at comedy or not. I'm just like, this is just like going to the gym. This is like going to play pick up basketball in a different location than I usually play it.
Yeah.
I think I don't know, to me, the hardest part was like just being like, should I really even be focusing on doing this at any level because am I good enough to do it? Like that's like, because there's people that are like trying to do that, become good enough to do it at all. Mm-hmm. At the same time, they're trying to become headliners. Like, you know what I mean? They're trying
Carts
to
and
be
horses.
Yeah. They're trying. That's what it is. I mean, people start now and then they're fucking posting clips.
What is that phrase about? You think about that? The don't put carts before horses.
Yeah, don't put the cart in front of the horse.
Well, I know, but like, no one has ever done that. It's always behind the horse, Like, obviously.
Well, yeah, but maybe like while they're like fucking
and then it spills and the horse dies and tramples over the cart or whatever.
So don't do it.
Right. But the phrase often is he's like, whoa, let's not put carts before horses. Like it's like a premeditated thing. Like as if the farmers were like, what if we put the carts before the horses? We're like, whoa, easy there, Mike. We're not going to do that.
The way you're saying it, I understand that I may do some research and find out that that's a way that people say it.
This
right?
is like a big research
certain part of the country or something like that. Mm-hmm. But I absolutely do not like the way that you're saying it. It's like, I don't think that we should put the cart in front of the horse.
Period.
Yeah.
Right. But the way that it's expressed, like, and so this would be the situation. I go, hey, I'm really excited about the Naismith show. I actually just put a down payment on some $2,000 tuxedos, and they said that we can return them after 6 months if we don't wear them out too much. And you go, whoa, RJ, guy, let's not put carts before horses here.
Well, no. See, that's not what you're kind of morphing it to a hybrid of what you said the first time and what I said. You were saying like carts and horses.
Yeah, well, that's the short and cool guy, Gen Z, like, what up, carts and horses, fam, for real, whatever.
I don't think there's anyone in Gen Z that's saying carts and horses.
No, I'll take it one step further. There's no one in Gen Z who's saying carts or horses. Either word. The two words are never coming up in them for real. No cap, for real.
Yeah, dude, you're trying to fucking...
I'm trying to put carts for horses.
Yeah. It's so funny that now you have to pluralize it. It's like, you're going to put the fucking cart in front of the horse.
I know you have to actually expound upon the whole phrase, but all that, I digress. It's a funny phrase. You don't even see carts and horses combined anymore.
Yeah.
Unless they were like grocery shopping for some reason. And that would make sense because there's always the carts in front.
Yeah. I mean, we don't even do it anymore. It's like, don't put
we don't even do
the gas on the outside of the car. I don't know.
We don't do that?
No, I'm saying like what would be the new age version of car?
Oh, I'm like, well, you dumping gas in the car? What are you talking about?
I was like, how can we use cars? We'd be like, don't put the gas in the
fluid. Don't start the car while the gas thing is in,
Yeah.
That's exactly that phrase, I think. It's a perfect parallel.
Then you have to ride your skateboard to work. That's the whole theme, is just...
Continuing to
drop
it in.
To
you drop it in or you drop it in?
Bring up skateboards.
I'm dropping in.